Hello, my name is Samantha Simpson and this is a Halloween edition of my Bowspring class. Today we're going to focus on the cats. So we have a lot of cat poses in the Bowspring modality and I'll introduce you to many of them today. So we'll start out on our mats. Come to a kneeling position in hero pose, and you can do this on a block if you like. We'll get centered here, so sitting up on the heels or on a block. Spring load the hips back, belly long, and find a sense of lightness in your rib cage and your head space. Set an intention for your practice today. Spring load your hips back by energetically pressing the knees away from each other. Keeping your belly long, reach two hands forward, dome hands. Touch down, fingertips first, dome hands, slide to spring hands. Come to all fours position. If you need to, you can back your knees up a little bit so you've got plenty of space in your belly so your belly can get long. Really focus on simplifying your all fours position. Find a fullness in the thoracic spine all the way around your primary curve. It lifts up and floats like a buoy. Find a length in your waist and your neck. And press the tops of the feet into the floor to lift your ankles off the floor an inch or two. Now your tailbone rises and lifts as your knees press away, your sit bones bloom open. Yeah, find some movement that's available here now that you're in a springy position. Focus on your hands now and draw the thumb mounds into the pinky mounds of the hands, finding a spring and a lightness, a hollow under the palm. Check your elbows. They're pointing outward to get a spring in the elbow. Cup your armpits, lift, and pulse. Swivel your right knee open and plant the right paw on the earth. Let your left foot kickstand out to the left. Dig your right paw into the earth to drag your hips back. Gaze at your left hand and arc your right ribs towards the ceiling. Right hand comes to a dome. Humble cat. Meow. Keep the spring in your left arm. Keep the neck long. Right hand comes to wishbone on the left forearm. You can even use it to check the spring in your elbow here. That elbow's not locked out. Drag your paws into the earth to open your rib cage. Set your hips back and then lift right leg. Square leg, open leg. Stay here or take the right seed hand to the right knee. Push your belly long by resisting hand into knee. And then arc the ribs up. Pay attention to your ankle here. Most of the times it likes to sickle. Prevent that by drawing the pinky toe side of the foot towards the body, making the outside of the ankle shorter. Travel back to space, cross the right foot in front of the left knee, right hand dome slides to spring, and pulse, ready cat. This is a deep hip opener. Really opens up. If this is too deep for you, you can place your hands on a block or a table, a couch, or just balance them here. Ready cat. Tuck the left toes under. While we're already here, we'll go to Falcon Pose. So lift up, right ankle stays attached to left knee. Pull the rib cage forward. Resist hips back. Lower down both knees to the floor. Take the tops of both feet to the floor, pressing in, lift your ankle hollows, and pulse. Find a lightness, a levity to the rib cage. Ice pick, right seed. Ice pick, left seed. Float the ribs, keep them high, and then lower both elbows. Resist the elbows away from each other. Hollows under the wrist. Bring the chin to the chest, lift the scruff of the neck towards the ceiling. Pulse the hips back and forth. And then lift, right elbow, left elbow, walk back. Tuck the toes under, lift through crouching cat, come back to all fours and simplify. So when you simplify, you find the bowspring posture again. Fill in the primary curve, the thoracic spine, upper back lifts towards the ceiling. Lengthen the neck and the waist. Press your head back into pressure, keeping the back of the neck long, and lift the tailbone by pressing the knees away from each other, pressing the tops of the feet into the floor. Swivel, open the left knee, left paw goes to the floor, right foot slides to kickstand. Luxuriously. Start to pulse here. And you can lean the right ear towards the right shoulder, left ribs on the rise, humble cat. And really get into the movement here, experiment. And you can take the left hand to wishbone the right elbow and really fill in the back low ribs here. Feel them expand. Gaze at the front hand. And start to rotate open. Dig, drag, lift, left foot, open leg, hips draw back, belly long, left seed to left knee. Fill in the rib cage, sit the hips back. And you can pulse here, fiesta flare, the left foot. So you can check out the difference between the single foot and the fiesta flare. Fiesta flare goes against our pattern of shortening the inside of the ankle. And then travel back around, cross left foot in front of the right knee, swivel right foot back into the place. Meow. 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 Nice hip opener here if you want to go high. And then dome, slide to spring, step the right toes under, lift up, and draw the rib cage forward. Draw the hips back, lower down, both knees to the floor. Falcon. So the falcon and the cat today we're playing with. Yeah, so you can find any movement that opens up the sticky places in the hips here. Stay up on your hands here, or if it feels right, you can ice pick seed hands towards the floor. Rift the radiant heart, lower elbows. Lift the elbows back up, walk dome to spring, and tuck the right toes under, and come back to all fours position. we'll reset in all fours position, working on moving the hand to dome and dome to spring. So find all fours position, find simplicity here in the Bowspring pose. And then we're going to draw our left hand to a dome from the lifting of the back heart and the cupping up of the armpit. So notice if instead maybe you bent the elbow to take it to a dome, a common mistake, or if you pushed the shoulder up by itself to take it to a dome. Instead, we're drawing the back heart up to make the arm straight and the hand in a dome. And when we do so, we can lean the right ear towards the right shoulder, left neck gets so long. And then left hand dome to spring, and other side. And we'll just go back and forth, lifting from the heart, doming the hands one at a time. And this will come in handy in our crouching cat and twisted cat. Simplify all fours, tuck your toes under crouching foot, and lift up crouching cat. Meow, we're really in the cat right now. So lift your heart so it's tall and press your ribcage forward. Press your hips back. When we stay light here, we could put a ball on my back right now and it wouldn't roll off. I'm not drawing the ribcage back. That's a dog. I think they call it downward dog. The ribs draw forward, but the glutes are still on the rise. The backs of my legs are engaged, and I'm actually trying to keep my heels closer to the floor, but not touching. I'm getting a lot of the back side of my paw on the floor. And there's a lightness available here that makes it so I can walk around. Hi. Meow. 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 Walking forward. Walking cat, walking back. It makes your heart beat. Walk back to your mat. Pulse. So like you can pulse forward and jump through. Find some stillness in your cat. And twisted cat, right. Toes and knees twist to the right. Sit your hips back. Draw your paws into the earth and let your right ribs lift. Right hand dome. Keep the right neck long. And paint a circle around your left foot with the right foot. Step your right foot behind the left, back cat, and pulse here. Hips sit back. You can bring the right hand to wishbone. And when you feel complete, come back down, twist back center, and simplify in all fours. Crouching cat. Find your pulse. Get more of the paw on the earth and then really press the knees away from each other. Draw the heels in. Legs are so engaged now. And then twist it, keeping the toes down. I'm watching. Twisted cat left. Lift the left ribs, rainbow them. They're so high here. Left hand can't help but dome. Right ear, right shoulder, look forward at the right hand. Back cat. Left foot goes behind the right. And then the left hand can go to wishbone. Oh, that feels so good. And you can even swivel the toes all the way back. Bring the hand to ecstasy, wilder thing. When you're ready, rotate out and come back. Thank you for practicing with me today. A beautiful session with lots of fun little kitties for you to practice and try out. Let me know what you think. Namaste.